Welcome to a special episode. I'm wearing my cozy, warm pajamas. It's winter and it's cold here. And I know I might be a little late to this trend, but I'm a little curious and I wanted to do something special for you guys as it's the end of the year slash the holidays. So let's go. This test is called the Political Compass, and I know it was kind of popular in the internet, and I've seen a lot of memes about it, and I also seen people posting the results online. So yeah, I decided, okay, I wanna take this test and share the reaction. I personally don't expect it to be accurate. I'm just doing it for fun. Okay, so without further ado, let's take this test. Okay, let's go to the first question. If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. Okay, this is a hard one because, like, here's the thing. I don't think capitalism can be reformed. But for the purpose of this question, I will say strongly agree. I would always support my country whether it was right or wrong. Strongly disagree. I love my culture. I'm very proud of being Dominican and being Caribbean, but I'm not a nationalist. And you guys can tell if you follow my content and if you follow my Instagram. Next question. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. I don't understand the question. I will say agree. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. Okay, there's two things. I mean, I know the answer to this question, of course. Strongly disagree. But, like, this question indicates two things. Either that whoever did the test believes in inverse racism, that you can be racist against white people, or whoever did this test expected it to be only answered by white people. Okay, let's go to the next question. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Strongly disagree. I say that like a million times. Okay, next question. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Disagree? Strongly disagree. I'm assuming by international law they're referring about human rights. Now, the economy, we're talking attitudes here. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. I strongly disagree. I know a lot of white leftists are going to be angry about what I'm going to say, but hear me out. The experiences of working class person who is white or who is like from the country, who's a local, is not the same as a working class person who's a migrant and who's a person of color. Again, this is not about results, this is about opportunities and access. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. I would say strongly disagree. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. No shit. Again, like you can't. I don't want to sound pessimistic, but the situation is at a point that you can't just um, regulate. You know, it's impossible. You know what I mean? It's impossible. You can't have this colonial capitalist system and save the environment. Okay, but for the purpose of this quiz, I would say strongly agree. Now, let's do next question. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is a fundamentally good idea. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Please do it. I think this was said by Karl Marx, and if I'm not wrong, it's about that there is enough resources in society for everybody. So I think it's a fundamentally good idea. So I strongly agree, even though I don't consider myself a communist. The freer the market, the freer the people. Strongly disagree. I mean, please, I don't want the crypto bros be like, no, you're wrong. Let's go to next question. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. I agree. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. Strongly agree. Okay, protectionism is something necessary in trade. My economic concepts are very bad. Again, if I'm wrong, just let me know in the comment section. I think protectionism is when, like, I think the government or someone or an entity kind of like controls which goods are imported in the country and as a way to protect the local production. I agree with this question. Not big. I don't think it should be like super strict. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Strongly disagree, but technically that's what companies are for. The rich are too highly taxed. No, they're not. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Strongly disagree, duh. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals to create monopolies. Okay, this I thought the freer the market, the freer the people. What type of questions is this? If you regulate, it's not free market. Like people call like, oh, people who are communists are naive, people who are socialists are naive. But I think people who believe in the free market and consider themselves anarcho-capitalists or libertarian capitalists, they're super naive and they don't understand how the fucking world works. Yeah, if I am a billionaire and I get a lot of like tax cuts and a lot of benefits from the government, of course I'm not going to increase my workers' salary. You know, maybe maybe you guys are lucky that I'm not a billionaire. Because if you have restrictions, it's not a free market. It's not a free market. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, you know what? If I say I strongly disagree, then the quiz is gonna think that I'm a libertarian, and I'm not a fucking libertarian. If I put I strongly agree, then they think that I'm pro capitalism. So you know what? I'm going to risk it. Strongly disagree. Why I click strongly disagree? Because you can't have your cake and eat it. You can't do that. Okay, page number 3. Now they're gonna ask me some of my personal social values. Abortion should always be illegal. Strongly disagree. Of course. All authority should be questioned. I believe authority should always be questioned, but it should be questioned in a valid way, not because you believe that the vaccine has small microchips that are going to change the layout of your DNA. You shouldn't believe in conspiracy theories. It's stupid to believe in conspiracy theories. There's no excuse. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna answer agree. Fuck it. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Disagree. Not strongly disagree because I'm human. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive. Strongly disagree. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. I agree. Good parents sometimes have to spank their children. Strongly disagree. There's no excuse. Children are not property. Children are not property. It's natural for children to keep some secrets from their parents. I strongly disagree. If you're a good parent, then you shouldn't have your children like have secrets. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. Strongly agree. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. I disagree, but they should teach us better tools. I went to a Catholic private school, and I wish at least we had like a trade school, or I wish that I would have gone to a trade school, you know. I mean, I don't regret my education, but people tend to underestimate trade schools. Oh shit, this is. Wow. I mean, this is a very shocking question, but of course, that's the purpose of the quiz. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Strongly disagree. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Strongly disagree for obvious reasons. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's support. Strongly disagree. What the hell? First generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I strongly disagree, but just for the purpose of this quiz. But I have my own personal opinion. So integration, I think in a lot of times, in a lot of countries, integration is more about assimilation and to disappear. And in some countries, they think because you look a certain way, even though most of your culture, if not all of your culture, is Western, they assume you don't have Western values. What's good for the most successful corporation is always, ultimately, good for all of us. Strongly disagree. Okay, so next questions. How you see the wider society. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Strongly agree. A significant advantage of a one-party state is that it avoids all the arguments that delay progress in a democratic political system. Strongly disagree. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all. Strongly disagree. In a criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Strongly disagree. I don't think some people could be rehabilitated. Some people should be put away forever. But the criminal system, how it is, there's no room for rehabilitation. It is a waste of time to try to rehabilitate some criminals. I agree. Sorry. There's some people that cannot be rehabilitated. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I totally agree with abolishing prisons. I totally agree with that. But there's some people that need to be put away. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Strongly disagree. What the hell? Mothers may have careers, but the first duty is to be homemakers. Strongly disagree. Multinational companies are unethical, exploiting the plant genetic resources of developing countries. Strongly agree. I've made a lot of episodes about it. Religion. Astrology accurately explains many things. I don't believe in astrology. Some might say, of course you don't believe in astrology because you're a Virgo. Yes, I'm a Virgo. I was born on August 31st. There was a point in my life where I used to believe in astrology and numerology. I have had a very interesting life. Someday I will tell you about it. I kind of Don't get mad at me, please. Don't get mad at me. I love people who believe in astrology. I think astrology is very interesting, but I don't think astrology can accurately explain many things. I'm sorry, please don't hate me. Ah, I'm being honest with you guys, I'm exposing myself. You cannot be moral without being religious. Strongly disagree. Charity is better than social security as a means of helping the generally disadvantaged. Strongly disagree. Charity is not social justice. And I've made an episode about white saviorism that you should check out. Finally, a look at sex. Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral. Strongly disagree. What goes on in a private bedroom between consenting adults is no business of the state. Strongly agree. Now let's see where I stand. So according to this, my political compass, I'm here. Claim your free political compass certificate. Ooh. Gonna put my name. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is funny. This document certifies that Mango Podcast inhabits the left libertarian quadrant of the political compass. How in the fuck? I'm not a libertarian. I'm not a libertarian. I hate libertarians. I shit against libertarians. Let's see. Let me zoom in. Emma Goldman. Who else we have here? We have, of course, we have Ayn Rand. All of the anarcho-capitalists love her. We have Nelson Mandela. We have Mahatma Gandhi. We have Fidel Castro, Mao Zedong, Stalin, Mugabe. I think Mugabe is more right-wing. I mean, Mugabe was horrible. Of course, we have Trump, Pinochet, Mussolini, Boris Johnson, Winston Churchill, Angela Merkel. They put them in the right wing. That's good. So yeah, I have my political compass certificate. Maybe the definition I have of libertarian is different than the definition I know about libertarian, which is the annoying libertarians, American libertarians that are only just conservatives nowadays, because everything is a mess nowadays. Nowadays, everybody who's actually a conservative, right wing, or alt right, they consider themselves libertarians. That was fun. Thank you so much for watching. If you want me to do more React videos, let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know what you think about this video. Do you think this test is fair? Would you do it? Have you done it yourself? Do you want to share the results you got in the comment sections? Do you think it was accurate? Just let me know. I also want to apologize for not uploading new episodes as often as I used to. I've just been going through some personal situations in my life, but I hope to go back on track as soon as possible. I really take this project seriously. Mango Podcast is a project that is very dear to my heart, but at the same time, I'm in charge of everything here. I'm in charge of editing, I'm in charge of creating content. So, when things happen, I have to stop, and it's okay to stop. It's okay to take a break. You can follow me on Instagram. I also want to thank my Patreons. Thank you so much for your support. I haven't stopped uploading content on my Patreon. I'm gonna upload a certificate on my Patreon and source material of all the content I upload. So I haven't stopped doing that on my Patreon. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to comment and share. Once again, thank you so much for watching and supporting this project, and see you next time.